SeKo Whiskey Craft here, giving you a ZVT on whatever the hell map this is. Good luck, have fun, I say. Good luck, he says. I used to be all about the good luck. Actually, I was more inclined to say have fun than good luck. I think that all else fails, having fun, that's the real goal here, people. Some more unranked play with the new setup just before we move into Heart of the Swarm. So these are some of my last Wings of Liberty matches. We have Ferris, Blue Terror in the top right. And we have Omniscient enjoying some Gibson's finest while he casts his Zerg play here. Going out for my nice early drone scout like I enjoy so much against Terran, because it just seems to be very, very effective at the level of play that I'm at right now. At a higher level of play, I'm sure it matters less. He's going for a nice wall off at the front. So at least this guy's a little bit better than some of the other unranked plays I was going up against recently. And I gotta say, I mean, I enjoy having a chance to go against, you know, people that are at my skill level or, you know, something of that range, because it makes things challenging. Here comes the scout. I'm gonna try and block the barracks. Might as well. Get some damage in, delay him even further. So I got lots of damage in on that guy, and I'm gonna run away. He's gonna build the barracks, and I'm just going to attack that SCV. Did that seem like a good strategy? I thought that was pretty slick. He goes again to build it more. Now I'll send it to attack him now. I'm such a dick with this stuff, and it is fun. He's just hanging out right now. But anyways, he's being chased, so I'll run him away. I'm expanding behind this production tab. I like you. He's getting a gas right after his barracks, but it's a little bit too late to move quickly into a factory. If you kind of want to get that factory tech out, it's nice to throw this down. You know, just maybe 1 or 2 supply before you get your barracks. That way you'll be able to time it up nicely to just drop it down fairly shortly after finishing the barracks. Because you'll have the minerals, but you need that 100 gas, right? Behind this, I'm not getting any gas. I've just started my spawning pool very recently. So just really going to focus on econ. I believe with this game, oh, he's still chasing me. With this game, my intention was to go for a little bit more late game. I've been trying to push and go for nice early game wins with roach timings because I just wanted to get really good at those. But for this game, I'm going to set up my scouts in the right spot so I can see what's coming. Scout the front. He gets away before he gets killed, which is pretty slick. He's got his scout on the way. I'm still not going to any gas because I'm not going to go for any early pressure. He's got a tech lab coming down on his... Oh, it's a reactor coming down on his barracks. Another barracks and an engineering bay. So it looks like he's going to go to very, very heavy marine-centric play out of this. No, I haven't seen any other things from my scouting. He didn't have this building when my drone came up. So I didn't have a chance to know for sure. And that's too early for me to really necessarily want to send in a Overlord scout. But this guy's going to get into position, and I'll send him in here eventually. This guy's all finished up, 2 queens on the way, 2 Zerglings for scouting, and then more drones behind this. He's keeping up with his SCV production, which is great. He still hasn't built an orbital, though. Okie doke. Units-wise, he's at 19 to my 23 workers, which is a pretty big deal when he doesn't have mules to drop. Without being able to drop mules, that's pretty shitty. I'm starting to build up a lot of bank right now. I believe it's because I want to throw down another base with this guy. There you go, little guy. There you go. Yeah. So Ling's coming out here to scout. I'm going to put 1 on the watchtower. I'm going to send 1 to the front. He's moving into Reapers, which is kind of cool. I mean, these are pretty late Reapers, though. I mean, he's already built a barracks and a tech lab and built Marines before his first Reapers even popped out. So this is pretty delayed. At home, I haven't built any defenses, really. Still drones. I'm building extra queens now because I just love having tons of queens laying around. And if we look at the units tab, I'm at 30 harvesters to 21. So I'm pulling out a pretty good macro lead. Keeping up on my supply, making sure not to get supply blocked too bad because I'm so good at that. Finally getting his orbital command. He didn't get supply blocked yet either, so good on him. I parked the Ling behind here just to be able to look for any expansions. I see this coming with my Overlord, obviously. It's just 5 Marines, so nothing too special. My Queens will probably hold that just fine, but I don't see necessarily the Reaper coming in. He doesn't even clean off the watchtower, so I see that really well. I'm finally moving into my first 2 gas. Ah. Gibson, you're so fine. I need to drop a creep tuner, so he's going to drop a creep tuner and then move to the front. I'm just going to try to defend this with queens. I've got 8 lings behind this, but I'm going to see how well we do. I don't have enough for a transfuse, so I'm just pulling back the weakened queen. He does target down the weakened queen, which is nice. But he loses his entire force. Killing the queen is pretty cool, but I got extras. In fact, I've got 3. So I'm going to split them all off into each base independently. 8 lings at the front. No speed or anything. But I've got 1300 bank. I've got to keep my APM on my macro up. 11 drones behind this. Going to keep powering out the drones. He's not going for an expansion. He hasn't even finished another command center. What did he scan? He scans in here. Now, against the Zerg, it's not really worthwhile to scan off-center of the hatchery because there's only so much creep generally around a base that allows you to build tech. So if you scan up here and I built my spire down here or something, you wouldn't know. So it's always worthwhile to scan right on top against the Zerg because you're going to get a better chance to see what's going on. Inject. Anyways, the next round of attacks coming, actually with 2 Marauders and 6 Marines as well. I have 12 lings in production. So I'm not super worried. I gotta get my creep spread going back between these. I do have these 2 crawlers at the front, which is nice. I'm gonna run behind the units to trap them in against the crawlers. So he does kill one of the crawlers, but gets completely cleaned up. 9 more drones, 3 more overlords. Zergling speed on the way. He's finally building another command center. Economy-wise, I mean, the guy's not doing as good as me. I've got to spend my money better, but if we bring up the income tab, I mean, I'm making almost 3 times the minerals and double the gas. I like the production tab, though. Moving into my lair is almost finished. Got gas at one base, gas at another base, and I just took the gases here because what I want to do now is I want to move into Spire Tech really fast. Spire goes down. And now I'm starting to move a bit more creep around. I have a pile of lings in the middle of the map just to intercept any more of those kind of funny small attack groups. I still have this ling here to see if he's expanded. He still hasn't. I parked an overlord up here and one down here just in case anybody's going for cheese. And I have a ling up here guarding this base. So unless he's doing something really funky at one of these bases, which is really preposterous for the most part, I've got a pretty good idea that he has not expanded. Whereas me, I'm going double sparks. I want to go mega mutalisk. I want to get tons of upgrades. Building some static defenses. More overlords. 10 more drones. He's just getting himself out an armory and a siege tech. So he's... If I actually just came at him with like 20 roaches, I would just kill him. But once again, I'm trying to go for more of a macro style play. Another base going up. A couple of spore crawlers just in case he goes into Banshee because I haven't scouted. Do I still have this overlord over here? No, I don't. I must have. Let me check my vision. So if I go to my vision, I haven't seen any of his tech in a while. Spire just finishes up. Let's go see what he's looking at right now. Nothing really. 4th base on the way. Actually, I'm making a macro hatch as well on my base. Now I'm saving up tons of gas, making burrow. What I'm going to do is just pull out like 15 mutalisks all at once. There we go, 14, 15. I had tons of supply opening to make that happen. And behind this, I mean, he's at 60 supply, so he's not in good shape. Making a medevac. He's keeping his money low, but he's not making any money. I did see this go down with my Zergling. He does have these tanks up here for defense, which is cool. I mean, that doesn't really protect me from just hitting it with like a roach attack or something like that. This guy's done. I'm making another 2 gases because I just got to go for mega mutalisk. Upgrades going on. 44 Zerglings for the ground. More upgrades. Where are my mutalisks? There they are. So 15 mutas coming out, which is pretty good. What's this guy's hotkey set up at? He's got 0 hotkeys, so this guy's somewhat junior. For me and my hotkeys, what I usually like to do is have the first 3 all reserved for army, the 4th for all my hatcheries, the 5th for all my queens, And then beyond that, it doesn't really matter too much. Usually if I have a Nidus or something, that's what I use it for. So this guy's got no prep for what I have coming in here. All I'm going to do is deny this base. My Zerglings are going to get roasted by these tanks, which is fine. Those guys are disposable. I have a huge bank of minerals, making it out of 10 Mutalisks. My +1 attack will be done here soon. I'll take out this command center. That's gone. I still know there's nothing at this base, so that's fine. He doesn't have another command center sitting around, so he's in a bit of trouble with that. He's making a couple Vikings, and that's just desperation. Vikings suck against Mutalisks. If you've got a ton of Marines, that's fine for, you know, backup support. He's got a SCV kicking around. But really, they're so useless. You might as well use that money to build more Marines and more upgrades for them. What is Marines at anyways? 1-1. So, I mean, they've got some upgrades. Building a bit more static defenses now. I think that's what I was going to do. Regardless, this base, pretty well saturated. Let's go to the units tab and take a look. 73 workers to 26. So my economy is booming. Lots of Zerglings in the middle. Overlords, making sure nobody takes any sneaky corners. Just using this for gas. I have these guys kicking around. They really need to get into doing stuff. Finally making another command center. There we go. A couple of crawlers just for any kind of marine run-bys. Running up my Mutalisks to check out this base. I'm going to see if I can do some pressure on this side. I think I ran a Zergling in there and I got shot to shit. Take out that reactor pretty fast there. I've got +2 attack on the way. +2 ground, +1 carapace. So these guys are +1. I'm really not making great use of the fact that I have 2 spires. I should be upgrading both at once. Moving into Banelings. At this point, I've got him so locked down. There's so little he can do that I actually don't really know what to do, because I don't want to just stomp him with, like, you know, 100 Banelings and just run him over. As fun as that would be, that's not really what I want to do. Come up here and see what's going on. Get myself a couple of free siege tanks, which is nice. I killed a couple of Mutalisks. I still have, what the hell is that, 22? Nothing but upgrades, static defenses. I mean, I've got such a good economy that I'm not really worried at all. Oh, why did I make you into a Baneling? That's kind of weird. Oh, because he's part of the same hot group that did this. So I'm making a big pile of Banelings, because I'm just going to crash down the front, see how it goes. What is this? A drop of Marauders. That's kind of sexy. I see it, obviously, going past. These Marauders can't actually shoot that guy, which is funny. He pulls back, I guess, once I see that that is there. Mutalisks went back up around the top, going into Greater Spire, more static defenses, more upgrades. Adrenal glands. Yeah, I'm going in for big Mutaling, Baneling here. I'm pretty well set for most of what's happening. Scouting around. You gotta control your Vikings really well. Got 1-1 for my flyers, so they do pretty good. What I want to do is kill off all these Marauders, so that way I can come in with the Zerglings and the Banelings. They don't have speed yet, but I don't really care. Blammo! Walls down anyways. So yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm just gonna go for his supply depots. But he's got so much extra supply, it doesn't really matter. He lifts his command center so that I can kill all of his SCVs. The GG's out. Yeah. SeKo Whiskey Craft, signing off.